So you want to lose weight. That's why you clicked on this video. And in one sentence, I'm about to give you all of the knowledge that you need to lose as much weight as you want. Ready? Be in a caloric deficit. But just because something is simple doesn't mean it's easy. If it was easy, everybody would be walking around with their dream body. And in fact, from personal experience, I can tell you losing weight is really hard. But if you are looking to make your weight loss journey a little bit easier, here's 5 tips that I personally have used to make mine easier that I think might help you. And the last one is probably the tip that most of y'all need to hear. So real quick, I said be in a caloric deficit. Being in a caloric deficit means that you're consuming less calories than you're burning throughout the day. Calories are energy, and everyone has a specific number of calories that they burn per day just to operate. Being in a caloric deficit is eating less than that number of calories that your body needs. Fat is stored calories from extra food, and when you don't give your body the energy it needs from food, your body is forced to tap into those fat stores for energy, and that's how weight loss happens. It's really that simple. Eat less than you burn and you will lose weight. There are no magic tricks, there are no magic pills. It's just sticking to it and actually doing it that's the hard part. So the first step I have for you is eat less calorie dense foods. For example, a slice of pizza typically has around 300 to 500 calories per slice depending on the kind of pizza. And you know how easy it is to eat 3, 4, 5 pieces of pizza, and before you know it, that's an extra 1,000, 2,000 calories on top of your daily calorie intake. If you were to make 2,000 calories worth of less calorie dense food and eat that instead, it would be so much more food. So think of it, you could either have like one slice of pizza for 500 calories, or for 500 calories, you could have one of my favorites, which is like these 2 huge chicken and lettuce wraps on low carb tortillas. You could put low carb cheese on there. There's so many low calorie like sauces and stuff like that. So you can make these amazing like 2 huge burritos for 500 calories, or you could have one slice of pizza. Eating healthy like that doesn't have to be gross. Like, I make all my low calorie dense foods so good, and there's so many different like options you can find out there. If you just Google or YouTube low calorie dense foods, you'll find a million options and you can go crazy from there. Less calorie dense foods means it's like more volume of food, except there's a lot less calories in the food, so you can eat a lot more of the food for the same amount of calories. I hope that makes sense. Tip number 2 is to go slow. Don't starve yourself, don't crash diet. Sure, you might drop a couple pounds really fast. Eventually, it will catch up to you for a number of reasons. The first one is it's not maintainable. As you're doing that, sure, you're losing weight, but you're starving and your cravings are getting so bad that you are going to snap eventually. Trust me, I've been there. I've tried it. I've tried crash dieting. I gave myself an eating disorder. It doesn't work. When you get to that point of being so hungry and you just snap, you binge eat and then you gain all the weight back. This can also cause other problems such as crash metabolism. So that number I talked about at the beginning, that number will adjust and go down according to the amount of food you eat. So the slower that you go, the more maintainable it will be. Like, what's the point of dropping like 10 pounds really fast just to gain it back versus like slowly dropping 10 pounds and then keeping it off? This can also cause like hormone problems and stuff like that, as well as eating disorders like I already mentioned. The third tip I have for you is going to be pay attention to macros, especially protein. When you're in a caloric deficit, you want to make sure you're getting plenty of protein so you don't lose muscle. You want to lose fat, and if you eat a high enough protein content, then you'll keep the muscle and lose the fat. I recommend about 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 180 pounds, eat 180 grams of protein a day and you're good. Second tip on macros is do not be scared of carbs. Like the keto stuff, all that stuff, like there's no point. It comes down to calories in, calories out at the end of the day. And if you don't eat carbs, the only thing it's going to do is destroy your energy, because carbs are your body's preferred source of energy. They're not going to make you fat. The reason that bodybuilders cut out carbs is because when you're getting that low of calories, you can't really cut out protein. So the only thing to cut out is carbs, and it sucks. They don't like doing it. Bodybuilders do not like cutting out carbs. It's just the only thing you can cut out. At the end of the day, it's calories, it's not carbs. The fourth tip I have for you is do cardio to burn more. If you burn more calories, that will put you in a caloric deficit so you can eat the same amount of food, but still be in a caloric deficit, if that makes sense. And cardio doesn't always have to suck. I know a lot of people, when they think cardio, they think like sprinting for miles. Like, no, I do 30 minutes of cardio every day. I walk on a treadmill. It's literally that easy. And I burn like an extra 300 to 500 calories per day. So set your treadmill to an incline. I like to do like 13 or 14, and then set it to like a brisk walk. I like to do like 3 miles per hour right now. I do 30 minutes a day, and bam, that's another 400 calories off of that like daily caloric intake. So say that metabolic rate, that number that I talked about at the beginning of the video is 2,000. then to be in a caloric deficit, you'd have to eat like 1,800 calories a day. Or you could eat 2,000 calories a day and do 400 calories worth of cardio. So you're eating more food, but you're still in a caloric deficit. Just making your life a little bit easier if you can like suck up 30 minutes of walking a day. It's that easy. The fifth tip, this is a big one, accountability. The hardest part of like losing weight, I feel like, is actually sticking to the diet and staying true to yourself. And having an accountability partner can play a huge role in that. So grab a friend or someone to hold you accountable. Or if you're super serious about weight loss, you could reach out to me. You can go in the description below and fill out the first link. It's a little form and I will reach out to you. You can work one-on-one with me for diet and nutrition coaching. I know all the information's out there, but like I will give it to you all in one package. Everybody's metabolic rate is different. I will find that for you. I will get you in the caloric deficit I think is right for you. I will build you diet plans. I will hold you accountable. That's the biggest step. I will not let you slip up. And I promise you, in just a matter of like a week or two, we will already start to see results. Give it a couple months and you'll be a completely different person when it comes to not only the knowledge that you have on diet, nutrition and stuff like that, but also your weight. So if you guys are serious about that, go ahead and check out the first link in the description. I will reach out to you personally and we can get something set up. Or just find a friend. Literally just say, hey, I'm trying to like lose weight. Can you help me like stick to my diet a little bit? I'm kind of struggling. And if you have a good friend, I'm sure they'll be like, hell yeah, bro. They'll be proud of you. They're not going to judge you. If anything, people are going to be jealous of you because they want to do that, but they don't have the strength to do it themselves. So don't worry about judgment. And a friend will be more than happy to help you with your weight loss journey. But yeah, guys, that is it. That is how you lose weight. Super simple. It's literally as simple as being a caloric deficit. That's all the knowledge that you need to lose all the weight you could ever want. These tips are just going to make it a little bit easier. So to recap on the tips, low calorie dense food, go slow, don't crash diet, get your protein and your carbs in, do cardio, and then accountability. Find an accountability partner, whether it be a friend or me. And as always, peace, love you, bye.